Alright, what's going on, guys? So today, as you can tell by the title and thumbnail, we are going to be doing a One Piece Bounty Rush character tier list. So we're pretty much going to cover all of the 4 stars in the game, some of the 3 stars, and we're not going to be talking about the 2 stars and all that. So mostly just 4 stars, the EXs, the Bounty Fest, step ups, all of that, and just rank them all together in this tier list. So SS rank, S, and A, B, C, D. So this is kind of my first time even making a tier list. I usually do top 10s. Actually, I say usually, but the last time I did a top 10 was when I first made my YouTube channel, so it's been a minute. Now we're back here again. I think I have some good experience in Bounty Rush and played in many matches with many characters to see, you know, which character does better than others. And yeah, that being said though, it is all gonna be my opinion about the characters, and you know, it's not gonna be like the definitive tier list, but it should give you a good idea which character is generally a good character, like what you should look for in a character, after you see like my thought process discussing which character I should, like just me deciding which character goes in which tier. So that thought process alone should help you guys, but that being said, it is all my personal opinion at the end. I also did want to shout out Alita, OPBR, for actually making this tier list for, you know, anyone to use it. You could go on Tier List Maker and find this and make your own tier list. So shout out to Alita for actually keeping us updated with each season. This is the season 78, but you know, we haven't gotten anything too recent since that season besides Wiper, I think. So I'll just put Wiper in the tier list. But here's Alita's YouTube channel. I'll link it in the description. And this man does have 7.5k subscribers. I believe a Spanish YouTuber, so definitely go check them out. And yeah, so it looks like some good content. So thank you for making the tier list template. So yeah, we got all the Bounty Fest in here, all the step ups. The EX we'll do at the end, Cola, and of course like the special movie characters. Everyone's in here, and we're gonna start off with the free characters that mostly everyone should have. Like, I know you probably don't have them all max, but the game does start you off with some free characters like Shanks. So Shanks I would put in I guess B tier. Like, we'll see. Well, the tiers will move after you know, it's like it's going. But if we have D tier, I'd say Shanks in C tier. We'll put Luffy in C tier because and everyone should be able to max him pretty easy in the beginning, and not a bad runner for the start to help you out. Like, you know, not bad. But characters like this, definitely D tier. Tashigi would be better than Luffy because she's somewhat of like a free-to-play Kaku, so that's nice. Rebecca, I've seen some decent Rebecca players, so you know, I'd put her below Tashigi just because she's a runner. Chopper though, Chopper I'd actually put in B tier. He's actually a really good free-to-play unit. Actually runs around really fast, super annoying, got crazy heals. His shuriken skill is pretty bad, but his normal attacks and heals make up for it. This Zoro, like, can't really do much. Bonnie, I mean, I'll put her above Shanks maybe. Like, all these free units don't really affect it too much. I wouldn't think so. But some of these characters are just not really useful. I remember Ryuma was actually putting in work back in the day. Like, people were rocking him during the Shanks era, Shanks and Blackbeard era. So we'll put him, you know, below Paramount War Luffy. Bellamy, I know we got some Bellamy fans in here. Bellamy V2 when, but I think this one just pretty bad. I'm sorry, I never really used him. Yo, Bej though, my boy Bej, I'm gonna put him above Rebecca. Like, Bej is super fun to use and does some decent amount of work, no cap. Gaimon is also one of the good 3-star units alongside Chopper because he's super tanky. and his counter skill allows him to just you know, stall time like crazy, so it's really good. Garp as well. Garp is actually a pretty good 3-star, so I'll put him in B tier. His cannonball skill got some high range and does some damage, so not bad. We also got the Nipple Light special Frankie. This man, I remember using him during the YouTuber challenge. Like, I remember he always using him and stuff. Yeah, this dude, yeah, like, I don't know about him, dude. I'll put him below for Yuma. Yeah, let's put him down here. Hawkins, I think, is just horrible, bro. It's like, Hawkins is a pretty cool worst gen unit, but like, why not make a V2 already, bro? Like, it's been forever. Same with Killer. They did Killer pretty dirty too. He's really not that good. Maybe he's I'd say he's worse than Ryuma even, bro. Like, it's just so bad. All right, so this Stampede Luffy right here is actually a Stampede special event unit, so you can't get him anymore, but he's actually really good for support. So I would say if there's a rerun, I know we saw Stampede Boa in the leaks, might get a little Stampede event rerun eventually. I would definitely recommend you go for this man as many frags as you could get. I'll put him above. He's not that good, but I'll put him here just because his support's so good. Like, these units, they have really good support tags, so they're worth getting. Same with Bonnie and Hawkins, but maybe I should bump up Hawkins because of support, but I don't know. This tier list, I didn't even really discuss the criteria for the tier list, like what makes a unit go in which tier. But it's kind of just a comparison of characters, not really like, okay, this character's this good, SS type good. It's kind of like a comparison of every character. So yeah, let's just keep going. So the first Bounty Fest or 4-star we got is actually Blue Attacker Ace. Super old unit. I'd say he's pretty bad. I'd put him in B tier, like, not that good. He's even, I'll put him below Nin and Gaimon. He's really not that good. So the next ace is actually Runner Ace. This ace, not too bad. Like, he's actually our first A unit, I would say. Next we got Mace, and man, Mace is definitely much better than yeah, I might have to make another tier considering these free-to-play took up a lot of space. Or I could just you know what I'm finna do? I'm just gonna bump everyone down a bit. Yeah, these guys are good, but you know, we gotta save the S and stuff for other units. So yeah, I think that works. The Sakainu as well, I think I'm gonna put him in C tier. These D tier completely irrelevant, C tier pretty irrelevant. Maybe you want to pick them up for support, and then B tier are, like, I'm gonna say usable units. So yeah, so let's keep going. Kuzan below Mace, pretty good attacker. He did get buffed as well to get more heals, a little bit more damage as well. So we'll keep him in A. Good unit if you know how to use him, but pretty difficult to use. Scratchman Apu, I'd put him below Ace, but should I just put him in C tier, bro? This man is pretty damn useless with those normal attacks. I'm gonna be honest. Like, Scratchman Apu, I think he's a super cool character in One Piece, but in the game, he really can't do much, bro. He really can't do much. So next we got Arlong, and Arlong was actually my first main when I first started the game, and you can put in work, but like, yeah, like, I think he's worse than all of these guys are worse than you know, Gaimon and Nino, be honest. Ashura Doji, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen too much of him, so I'm gonna put him in B. I definitely think he's better than Green Ace in this meta. He's got some unique traits like constant healing on your flag and just a lot of damage reduction with a nice little counter. So I don't think he's a bad unit, but I haven't seen too much of him really. So next we got Whitebeard. And Whitebeard, let's see, he did get buffed, so he's definitely much better, and he's got heals now. and you know, he doesn't fall down when he's holding his skill 2. So overall, much better unit. I think he's deserving of an S spot because he could put in work for sure. Defender Whitebeard though, this man, he's below Nin and even below Scratchman Apu, not that good. Next we got Bartolomeo, also sadly really not a good unit. He has potential, but I think even Gaimon is a better unit than him, bro. I'm sorry, like I really believe that his counter is just a fail. You're never hitting that counter, and even if you do like someone triggers it, it's just not even gonna hit anyone, I swear to God. Next we got Green Big Mom, and Green Big Mom, I'd say it's better than Gaimon. Actually, no, Gaimon, maybe I just gotta bump up, like maybe Gaimon I just gotta bump up. But let's put Green Big Mom in B. I think during Ace era, like she was probably better. She's super tanky, like very tanky Big Mom, and of course we've seen the hacker Big Moms going crazy as well. So many of you probably saw her skills, like she got the Zeus, the Prometheus. But I don't know, I think we'll just leave Big Mom there. So yeah. All right, so next we got blue attacker Boa, and this Boa could actually put in a lot of work. She got heals, long range normals, which she could move around with, and pretty much if you get in her range and you're not Luffy, because you know Luffy can't get petrified, if you're not Luffy and you get in her range, you're getting petrified and just you're dead if you get petrified. But of course she gets destroyed by Roger and like other green units, so like yeah, can't do too much. So I'll put her above Kuzan maybe, because they're actually similar. Like Kuzan, if you're frozen, you dead. If you're petrified with Boa, you're dead. But I'll give it to Boa because she got the long range normals and the ability to move around. Red Runner Boa though, really horrible unit. I'm gonna put her like I'm gonna put her below Garp. Garp should actually be higher. I don't think, yeah, this Ace isn't that good. Even Tashigi should be higher than everyone here. Anyone else? Yeah, that's good. Like I said, the thing's gonna be shifting around a lot just from what I see. Nah, maybe actually I think Tashigi is more useful than Scratchman Apu. Bunclay, oh my god, this man. If y'all haven't seen the YouTuber challenge back in the day, I think this man Roman challenged me to use Bunclay, and oh my god, bro, this man's Bunclay was a pain. Let me tell you, this man was a pain. So yeah, we're gonna put Bunclay like below Rebecca. I don't know why Betch is higher than Rebecca. I think Rebecca should be higher. And this, she could just go down here. Yeah, like really not, like these units are not that good. Kizaru, Kizaru is like a weird runner. Like you could pull off back caps with him. Like if y'all know the chef, I think that man quit YouTube. Maybe he'll be back, but he used to abuse Kizaru all the time, I remember. So he can still put in work if you're playing him smart and doing back caps. Like that's the only thing he's really good for, which is back caps. So I'll put him like, yeah, I'll put him around here somewhere. This Brook, this is time skip Brook. I don't think he's really that good. You can't do much with him. I'll put him below. Yeah, I'll put him like all the way here. These guys, I think I need more units in here to open it up. I think I'll shift these guys down here. All right, so I'm gonna try speeding it up a bit. We're gonna try doing a few characters a minute. I'm not gonna do too much explaining unless I really have to. But let's just see. Buggy, I think Buggy's still a good attacker. I'll put him above Kuzan. Actually, yeah, I'll put him above Kuzan. I could put him work with Buggy. Caesar, he kind of fell off that speed reduction. Like, you know, it just feels like Magellan and Caesar just are like ripoffs, or they try to be what Oni Kid really is, but Oni Kid does it right with you know, like speed boost or lack of speed reduction, you know. So yeah, let's just keep going. Cavendish, Like he could put in work. Like he could kill someone, I'd say, if you stun him. But again, there's a lot of units that don't get stunned now, and he's pretty squishy, so I'll leave him here. Time skip chopper, he's below Neen for sure. Below this, I put him like here maybe. Arm point chopper, really not that good of a unit. Like I'm sorry, he's good support. Any chopper you get, I'd say max out because they're really good for support, but this isn't really a support tier list. But yeah, they usually are good for support. This chopper, he could one-shot people if you get close to them, but it's super hard to land the skill. So I'll just put him down here. Corazon, sadly, just really not that good of a unit. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in C because yeah, he got the silence, but you know, I don't think that silence is too great. It could work if you have good teammates and you plan it well, but most players don't even look at the map. They just look around and look for you. But yeah, so moving on, we got Croco. This is the Paramount War Croco, and this guy's a runner. He's really only good for backcaps, but he does backcaps really well, and he's kind of like a semi defender as well. After you get the backcap, you can hold it down decently well with the tornado skill. So not bad. I guess I'll put him above Doji. This Croco, pretty bad unit. We're just gonna leave him down here. Like, yeah. So this Doflamingo runner Dofi, still a decent runner, I would say. I would put him above Big Mom here. You could spam his Black Knight skill and just keep zooming, stunning people, and the skill 2 with the little little tentacle strings actually do mad work. So we got Anel here. Anel I'm gonna put above. I would actually put him in A. This man could put in work, bro. He could put in work. Yeah, I'll put him in A because Anel, maybe not so much now. I don't think he's that good now. Yeah, we'll drop him down to B, but he's a pretty solid defender. Gets a lot of damage reduction in that. Attacker Nell though, pretty bad unit. I'm just gonna drop him in D. A lot of these units, D and C, just I feel like could be intermingled, but you get the gist of it. Time skip Frankie. Once upon a time he was decent, but we're gonna just leave him in we'll leave him in C. Fujitora, probably seen the Fujitora hackers and stuff. I think he's around this level, around Big Mom level. So we'll leave him there. Garp, one of the better defenders. People think Garp fell off, but he could still do, like, he could put in work still, bro. Like, but I think his normals do feel a little slow after they buff Sengoku. It feels like Sengoku normals are even faster than him. But of course they do got similar type normals. But yeah, I'll leave him there. I'd say he's below Mace or Arco, whatever you call him, because yeah, Arco got that shield with the heals and normals or long range normals, so that's really nice. Hina, she was one of the units I maxed like first, but I didn't really like her. I'd say she below Gaimon, even Corazon below Gaimon, bro. Barto, like, actually, yeah. All right, so I just adjusted the list a bit, you know, just balancing it out. Like I said, it's gonna be an ever-changing list because I need to see where everyone's fitting into the list and make a balance. But moving on, we got Ivankov, better than all these guys, better than this. Say around this level. He could remove attack buff and any type of buff, so keep that in mind. Definitely not bad nowadays with everyone stacking and stuff. Jinbei, I really dislike this Jinbei. He's so sluggish, and his skills, well, his water skill is not too bad, but the fist skill, bro, it just never hits. So I'm putting him in C below Nin. Like, I don't like that unit. This Kaido, I'm pretty sure most of us got this Kaido for free with frags. So you should have him, and he's not bad. They can make it much better if they didn't make it so he loses dodge during during drunk state. But just because of that, it makes him super easy to kill, and I'll put him below like Big Mom, like around this level. This Katakuri is actually still putting in work to this day. I use him sometimes, and he actually he's able to kill people. He's actually really not bad at all. So yeah, I'll put him above Caesar, around there. Defender Kata is really tanky still, and I would put him above Garp. Maybe not above Mace. Mace would even go into S, I think. Yeah, that looks a little better. Kamatsu, y'all know how I feel about the Kamatsu. I maxed him day one. I was super excited for him, but yeah, he was good at the time because of Blackbeard era. As soon as Roger came out, he died. That's all that happened. He died, bro. So I'm gonna put Kamatsu below. He's above Caesar, I'd say. He's actually not that bad. He's above Caesar. He got them knockbacks and stuff. Kaya, I think I'll upset a lot of people, but yeah, Kaya is really not that good. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I know y'all be using them Kayas in league and stuff, trying to push. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. But she can heal her teammates, so I'll give her that. Put her above Von Clay maybe. Blue Attacker Kid, when this is the first kid we got. He I think he has nullify status effect or something. He has nullify something when he's on his arm mode. So he was being used during Blackbeard era. But besides that, now like I don't think he's really all that. So we're just gonna drop him, I think around here. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. This is Green Defender Kid. Not Oni Kid, don't get it confused. They look similar. So this kid actually not that good, I'll tell you right now. I think he's worse than Gaimon, so I'm gonna drop him around here. Like he's these defender levels, probably even worse than like Corazon, bro. Really not that good of a defender. You could, there was ways to use him. He's cool, I like his skills, but it doesn't work. I'm telling you, it doesn't work. Next we got Okiku, and Okiku I would put in like she could do damage. I would say more than Cavendish and all that. Maybe even better than Kaido. So I'd say she's better to use than these guys. But they did, Kawamatsu and Okiku did come out together, so it's funny that I put her there. Kinemon, I was using him recently and he still feels just as smooth, and I'm gonna drop him in A above Boa because he is a defender and can hold it down. For Kuma, I'd say Kuma, let's see, where would we put Kuma? He got them heals with knockback, and both skills are knockback. He could hit through walls, but I wouldn't say he's better than he could put in decent amount of work, but I don't know, he doesn't stagger people sometimes, and he can't get people off treasure, and that, like, I've seen that happen too many times. So I'm gonna put him right there. This Aokiji, just like, it's like a whatever unit. I'll put him next to these guys. Kiyoshiro, actually a pretty solid runner. I think he's deserving of A. I'd use him over these guys. This Law, still putting in work to this day. Actually not too bad of a unit, so yeah, I'll put him right there. Green Runner Law, he's got unique skills, like you can make some cool plays, but he's really not that consistent. Like, he's really not consistently good. I'd use Nin over him. Wano Law, probably like the worst unit in the game, bro. I'm sorry, probably the worst unit in the game. Like, yeah. All right, CP9 Lucci, like he's you know, he's a crit attacker, so he stacks crit. You can run some medals, CP9 medals and stuff on him. I'll put him above Kaido as an attacker. Next we got time skip Luffy, and he's definitely good. I'd say maybe he's better than Gaimon and stuff. This Luffy is like, yeah, pretty bad, pretty bad. And Bounce Man Luffy, I think he's maybe a little better than time skip Luffy, but really not that good. Nightmare Luffy though, you know, he kind of fell off in this. Actually, I'll put him like right there. Like, it's because the sword skill you could get staggered on, and it's hard to hit. Snake Man Luffy. I know a lot of new players probably get interested in Snake Man. It's Snake Man, and he's step up, so you could get him for free, pretty much. So, in terms of ranking, I would put him. I think he's still a decent runner. I think he's better than Krako, and maybe better than Ivankov. Actually, I'll put Caesar a bit below because they're runners, but I'll put him around there. Next we got Wano Luffy. Does super high damage and does a lot of damage, especially to defenders. But his normals are really wonky. But yeah, if you play him right, you could get super cool, like super short cooldowns and just destroy people. Luffy is actually insane still, and he's gonna be at top of S right now. I think he's better than Whitebeard and Mace for sure. And he's got anti-heal, and that skill 2 does hella damage. Magellan, my boy Magellan. Unfortunately, I think he fell off quite a bit. Maybe if they gave him heals, he would be better. But I might have to adjust these more. But for now, we're just gonna leave him there. Next, we got Marco. This Marco, actually, I've been using him recently, and he's still solid runner. I'll put him around here. And actually, Kuzan, I kind of want to drop down. I'm looking at that Kuzan, and even some other of these units, bro. I might have to drop down, considering we still have few more amazing, like we got some crazy units on the way. You could definitely see the power creep in this game because a lot of the older units are getting outshined by the newer units. Red Mihawk, we got he's really not that good. We're just gonna drop him there. Green Mihawk though, I think this is a debate back in the day who's better, Kata or Mihawk, but I do think Kata's a bit better, and I put him around there. Okay, we got Blue Attacker Moria, and if y'all don't know, this man was mad annoying. And I used to hate this guy when he's kind of underrated, but he was really annoying back in the day, and actually a pretty good attacker around this level. And we got Green Moria. He's kind of the better old units, but still pretty like trash. Nami, time skip Nami, not that good of a runner. Bikini Nami though, like decent, but still really not that good. Maybe around here. All right, so I thought I saved the Cola for the end, but I guess we just go for Cola Nami right now. And she's actually kind of just the same thing as time skip Nami, but like with a little different skills and long range normals. But yeah, maybe over there. Onami though, I think she's maybe like a little. She's actually usable. I used to use her when I didn't have too many green runners, and you could actually put in some decent work with the clone and the shock. So I'll put her around here. Maybe a little worse than Chopper. Next we got runner Perona. She was decent back in the day, maybe around this level, but the time skip Perona, actually a pretty good defender with the negative status, and I put her above a few of these units, maybe above Doji, because she does have long range normals and stuff. Maybe above Caesar. Pretty good. Reiju, she low-key fell off. Yeah, so I'm just gonna put her like she's not too bad, maybe around here. Time skip Robin, we got over here. Like she could put in, she's an attacker, so she could definitely kill people. Like if you catch him with the tremor, but it's super slow and hard to hit. So I forgot these guys are here. Yeah, I'd say below all of these guys. This is the OG Alabasta Robin, and yeah, she's just horrible. Same with this one. I think she was one of the worst units as well. Yeah, I remember her clone was just very useless. The Christmas Robins. Next we got Sabo, Blue Sabo. He's got an invincible skill, so I guess it'll put him a little higher than these guys. Maybe up here. Red Sabo though. We're gonna put in SS. That might be our first SS unit. Yeah, Red Sabo is broken. He's got, after the buff, he's got heals, long range normals with when he's in Mirror state, and of course anti-status effect when you're also in Mirror state. And next we got Timeskip Sanji. He was low-key the one-shot king back in the day, but nowadays not so much. Pretty squishy, so we're just gonna drop him down here somewhere. Royal Wedding Sanji though, I think is actually a really good runner. He's a bit squishy, especially against Rogers. Like, you get one shot since he is blue, but I think he's one of the better runners, and I would put him in top of A. I think you could put in work with him. This Sanji though, I'm sorry, you're going at the bottom of the list, bro. He had so much potential, but his normal attacks are the worst things in the game. But his skills are really good. Actually, just because the skills are really good, I'm gonna actually give you justice. But I hate his normal attacks. His normal attacks are so bad, dude. Like, so bad. Okay. Next we got Sengoku, and he actually made a comeback. I would have put him below around Magellan level. Like maybe below Magellan. But now, after the buff, he's actually an A tier for sure. And I'd say actually better than Garp, but not better. Maybe better than Kata as well, because he's got nullify defense, or nullify defense on each step of that Sengoku Buddha skill, and also nullify or ignore defense. I'm saying nullify, ignore defense on skill 2 as well with the cannonballs and heals. So really good unit. G5 Smoker, my boy. He's still one-shotting just as good as he used to, so I'm gonna put him below Marco actually, but I think he's still up here in terms of one-shotting. He could put in work. Alright, so next we got Smoshigi. Low-key unit I sleep on, but he just like, or she, whatever. It's just weird skills. So I'm just gonna put him, like, I'd say over here. Okay, this Smoker is pretty bad, just D rank. Rouge, decent defender. We'll put him around better than Kaido, I'd say, better than Big Mom, maybe better than Fuji as well, and yeah, better than that, so put him around there. So next we got Timeskip Usopp. He's plays like every other Usopp, but just doesn't have the damage and traits to keep up with the other Usopps. So, yeah, we're just gonna pop him around there. This VV is horrible. Low-key one of the worst units of the game. And Wapol, he's actually a 4-star, which is funny, but not that good of a 4-star. So we're gonna just drop him like around here, maybe. Alright, so next we got X Drake, and X Drake I'm finna put around here. I think his Dino skill could still put in work. It's just a little hard to hit. He's got the fixed damage, but maybe we'll put him below Rouge, around here, I'd say. He's decent, but yeah, not that good anymore. Here we got Yasop, also a 4-star, but a weird 4-star, and can't really do much. So I'd say below his below his son. Timeskip Zoro. He's a cool defender. Like, I like how he plays, his skills and stuff, but he can't really keep up with the meta. So I'm gonna put him like maybe like around here, around Sanji level, I guess. Not too bad. Dressrosa Zoro though. Oh, you know how this man is, and I would say he's still an S rank unit, below Luffy and Yeah, maybe below Mace. Nah, maybe not below Mace. Yeah, I'll put him around there actually. Sky Zoro was good back in the day, but now not so much. I'd say he's around worse than Tashigi. Wano Zoro, actually a really fun unit to play with. He's got long range normals, and I put him not that high actually, but maybe like up here below Cavendish. He can still one shot people with that onigiri, or actually not, it's not the onigiri, I forgot which one it is, but one of those skills you get one shot. Boa or Bikini Boa, really not that good of a unit. Like, yeah, I'll put her down here. Kaku though, actually still a really solid runner, and I will put him around here, and yeah, I'll put him around there. Next we got CP0 Lucci, and this man is still really good. I'd say just because of his versatility, I put him above Dressrosa Zoro because he can turn into a runner. But anti-heal is still much more useful, and Luffy's damage is insane. He'll just be one-shotting and doesn't have to stack like these two. Next we got OG Rayleigh, and this is the green attacker Rayleigh. I think he's really not that good anymore after what like blue Rayleigh could do, but still he could do damage, like insane amounts of damage. So maybe around a little better than Buggy, I'd say. But yeah, maybe, yeah, I'll put him around there. So next we got Koala, and Koala is actually pretty decent runner. Attacker. I've seen my boy Asian, who is in my alliance, and he uses her really well, but still a little squishy. But you know, that Sabo skill and the other fist skill put in work, so I put her above Caesar, I think, in this meta. Maybe even above God Usopp. I was using him recently, and he's still a S tier unit. I would put him above Zoro maybe as a runner, and yeah, God Usopp still just as toxic, trust me. Tanky Frankie, one of the best defenders in the game, and I would put him above all these guys. I think Tanky Frankie can still put in a lot of work. Next we got Carrot, solid green runner, definitely better than Ace in all of them, and maybe better than Koala in my opinion. And yeah, I'll put her around there. Next we got Monster Point Chopper, and this guy is the defender killer. He could pretty much kill, or not even defender, he could pretty much kill like any unit in the game if you land his combo, which is the roar with the 1-2-1, and that boom, hit him with the skill 1, and you should be able to kill him. And I put him above, maybe below Whitebeard, but I think he's up here. He's definitely up here in the S rank. Next we got Inurashi, and this guy's good for stacking up your second character that you like. After you die with him, you'll stack up attack on your second character. So just because of that, his utility in the game, like gameplay itself, I think is really cool, and his damage actually is very good as well. So I'm gonna put him above Rayleigh, believe it or not. So yeah, pretty good unit, bro. Don't sleep on the boy. Maybe even above this, like, yeah, maybe around here. Like, this guy is really good utility wise. All right, so we got another Kaku, but this is good. I'm just gonna use this 4-star Kaku. I don't know why the other one says Bounty Fest, but I'm gonna use this 4-star Kaku as what's his name, Wiper, and I'll put Wiper around like I was saying, like I think he's around Kaku level. He could be speeding and zooming, and yeah, maybe just around Kaku level. So yeah, pretty solid free to play runner. Next we got Oni Luffy, and Oni Luffy is actually still a very good defender, and I would put him around maybe better than Usopp actually. Maybe below Usopp just because Usopp claps him specifically. But Oni Luffy is still a really good defender, and yeah, once you stack up his defense, really hard to kill unless you have ignored defense units. Next we got Nekomamushi, and he's actually a really solid runner as well. I think I put him actually below Marco, so like around here. So yeah. Enies Lobby Robin, still one of the tankiest units in the game, but you know, tankiness doesn't really mean you're helping your team win necessarily. So comparing her to you know, Tanky Frankie or Oni Luffy's utility, I don't think she stacks up as much, but I think she's still super tanky, so I'll put her in S below you know, below Chopper. Next we got Oni Kid, and Oni Kid is actually still one of those units that's broken as hell, and I'm gonna go ahead and put him in S. But where should I put him in S? It's a tough question. So where would I put Oni Kid in S? I think I would put him above Tanky Frankie. I'd go, yeah, like these two are very, like, you can use both of these and they're amazing defenders, but as a newer player, I think it would be easier to use Oni Kid because he's kind of brain dead. You pop his skill 2 and just get free heals if you're hitting people, and just spam your normals a bit, and then yeah, just spam your skills. Meanwhile, Tanky Frankie is kind of like you have to stack up your attack to actually get the maximum attack with your skill 1 to heal as much as you can, and if you miss that skill 1, you don't heal, and then boom, you're dead. So yeah, Oni Kid is better in that regard. Next we got Oni Law, and still a really good attacker, and I'd put him in S, I think. But over the years, not the years, over the months, I think he has fell off quite a bit. I would have put him above Luffy maybe before, but I think Luffy is a better attacker. But I would put him above Dressrosa Zoro because he does have anti-heal. But it's more of a preference who you want to go with. Next we got Mr. 3, and this unit is a defender with long range normals. Decent defender, but really nothing too special. I'll put him around Kuma, maybe better than Kuma because he got 2 shields. But yeah, that's about it. Next we got Golden Week, and I know a lot of y'all think Golden Week is like some SS runner, but in my opinion, Golden Week is really good, yeah, but I don't think she deserves SS spot because that shield only lasts for so long, and a player can catch you lacking if they play it right. And you know, with EX Luffy's and other nullify status effect units running around, it's hard for Golden Week to really play at her full potential. So I'll put her around maybe around this level. She's still really amazing because it's a runner that could, you know, go invincible. So it's pretty nasty. Next we got Orobi, and y'all are gonna be surprised when I put her where she deserves to be, but I do think Orobi is on top of S because she has the highest capture speed in the game, bro. It's pretty nasty. So as soon as she knocks you back and summons her clone, your flag is being taken. It doesn't matter, your flag is being taken. So yeah, I'm gonna put her at top of S right there. Next we got Pell, very solid attacker, and this Pell puts in a lot of work for sure. I think I would put him below CP0 and actually even Oni Law. He could definitely do more damage than Oni Law, but the thing is, to do his damage, he requires to be in that bird state, and yeah, if you are in that bird state, you're open for knockback attacks and all that. So yeah, I don't know, he's good, but with all the knockback units running around, it's a little tougher. All Alright, next we got Vivi. And this Vivi Karu unit I think is actually very solid, and people be sleeping on her. I would actually put her in top of A rank. I think she's like, I would say she's a more consistent runner than Sanji, but they're around the same like caliber because they do rely on like maps which allow you to fly over, and that helps them shine a bit more. So they're around the same caliber. I'd say it's preference who you really want to go with. But yeah, next we got Bonkichi, and this Bonkichi, he's a blue defender. I really don't think he's that good. I think his weird ghost skill has no purpose at all. I don't really understand it. So I'm gonna put him below all of these guys over here, even below. Damn, he probably below Kawamatsu, no cap. So yeah, I'm gonna put Bonkichi over there. So next we got Kobe, an amazing runner, and his invincibility is somewhat on par with Golden Week, but it's definitely not that long. But he could shield and heal his allies, and I think that part alone is really good. And he's a little rat, bro. He's really tough to kill because of his cooldowns and stuff. So I would put him I would put him in S for sure. Next we got Sentomaru, and Sentomaru is definitely a very solid defender, and I go so far as to putting him above CP0. Actually, I think Sentomaru is an amazing defender and super hard to kill. Next we got Baby 5, really not that good of a unit, and I put her in maybe a little better than these guys, but yeah. Next we got Senior Pink, and Senior Pink is actually a really solid runner, and I'll put him in A rank, around maybe around that level. And yeah, he could go pretty much invincible when he's in his swimming state, so that's really cool. Next we got Sugar, and I think Sugar is really cool and has good utility with the counter, but yeah, I wouldn't say she's an S rank, maybe top of A, but maybe S rank, but I'd say top of A. I don't think Sugar's like, that counter skill is sometimes pretty predictable, and same with the skill 2, it's easy to dodge. All right, so next we got Dofi, and this young Dofi is one of the best units in the game. I would put him above Sabo. Yeah, I'll put him above Sabo. That's all I got to say. Soul King Brook, very toxic runner, and yeah, like I have strong feelings about him, but I've seen really good players, and he's a super toxic runner once you start freezing and stunning. So yeah, maybe above God Usopp actually. So yeah, Monet is definitely a solid defender, just really difficult to kind of use, and her skills are pretty predictable and easy to avoid. So I put her around maybe an L or around here somewhere. So next we got Whole Cake Island Nami, really good defender, and I'd say maybe even better than, yeah, I think she's much better than these guys. Hold up, I'd say below. Yeah, actually, yeah, this is tough. I've seen really good Nami players, but maybe below only Luffy. Pudding, she's got the little memory reel thingy status effect, so pretty cool status effect, but yeah, it's just, actually no, Pudding is really good, bro. What am I talking about? Pudding is in A for show. Pudding is definitely in A. And I think she's better than Vivi. Like Pudding, I've played with Pudding because I got her 80, and she's got really smooth normal text and really nice skills. So yeah. Next we got Virgo. He could definitely kill people if you could stun people with him, but besides that, he's a little tough to use, and I put him below Marco even. Izo, an S rank attacker for sure, and I put him above. I put him actually super high because his damage output and crit, like he's a crit attacker, but his damage output is insane. He's got the one-shot skill and also long range normal. So yeah, pretty good unit. Next we got Kyoshi, not Kyoshi, what's it? Kanjuro. And Kanjuro, a weird, super weird runner. Feels like a semi-defender or something. But he doesn't really work that well, and I'd put him like below these guys, honestly. Like really not that good of a runner. Next we got Rayleigh, Prime Rayleigh. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop Prime Rayleigh above Sabo. I think Prime Rayleigh is super broken, and probably one of the best, probably the best runner in the game. So yeah, we also got Jack, and Jack, as good of as an attacker he is, top of S. I don't think he makes it to SS when you compare him to these three up here. These guys are on a different caliber in my opinion. But Jack could really put in work as well. So yeah, I'll put him at the top of S. Next we got this little Jimbei unit, you know, like yeah, we're just gonna drop him next to the other Jimbei. Now maybe a little better because he's a defender, I think, or maybe he's an attacker. I don't even know. I don't know what he is, bro. He's just whatever. Like I'll put him around there, maybe there. So next we got Queen. And this Queen is a very slept on defender because I don't see any Queens in League Battle. But definitely a really good defender. And maybe, actually, I'd say a little worse. Maybe around Sentomaru level. Maybe better than Sentomaru. I just don't see too much of Queen in action. We got Jesus Burgess. And this guy also not many seen in League Battle. But he's actually a solid attacker, just a little difficult to use. So I'll put him around, I'd say below Buggy. I think Buggy could put in more work than him though. Next we got Judge. And Judge is very good defender. And maybe actually better than Tanky Frankie. Yeah, like his Reiju skill and his ability to do extra damage to EX Luffy specifically is very useful. So I would put this man Judge right in between these two. I think Kid might be the better defender still, but you know, all three are interchangeable in my opinion. Like you could use all three and be good to go. Next we got Sobamasu. So let's just drop him in SS. Nah, I won't put him in SS, but I'm putting this man above Tanky Frankie. I would say above Judge, above Kid. Actually not above Kid because Kid kind of hard counters him. But this guy is insane. I don't care what y'all say. He goes invincible, especially if you got Warlord. He goes invisible, sorry, for the whole match if you play him right. And people say he doesn't have HP recovery, but he has a hold invincible shield that gets recovery when you capture flags. So yeah, I don't need to explain anymore. Next we got Vista. It's getting tough. All these units are like the power creep is insane, bro. Vista, I would say he's like around this level. He's really good runner. Actually really good runner. Does hella damage counters, and maybe actually now I'm thinking about it, like he's actually really good. He's actually really good. So I'm gonna put him up there. Diamond Jozu, also really good, and maybe even top defender. Maybe one of the best defenders in the game. But yeah, he's super tanky when he's in his diamond state. Can't get knocked back, can't get staggered, and can't get status effects. So he's like Tanky Frankie but improved upon. And yeah, so yeah, Jozu definitely up there. I'm gonna put him at top right now. Shiryu is a weird attacker. I would say he's just so difficult to use, and his traits like require so much like they're weird. So I'm actually gonna drop him below and put him in A. And yeah, like he got the damage. Actually, he got the most damage in the game. Let me rethink that. He do got the most damage in the game. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put him up here just because since I saw a monster chopper, like he's also all three of these characters are like a little hard to use, but when you do use them, they just kill people. Like yeah, they just kill people. So I'll put him there. Usahachi, like I already forgot he even exists, and he seems like a gimmick defender. I'm gonna put him around. I'm gonna put him around here, and yeah, maybe Kuma's even better than him. All right, so next we got Bronosuke, and if y'all seen my video, he is the one-shot king of OPBR currently, and could one-shot many units in the game. And I'm gonna drop him around maybe above Sentomaru, because his damage is just insane, dude. Actually not both these guys, just because they're utility. But Renosuke, he can one-shot a lot of units and put in hella work, so he's up there. All right, so next we got cola units. Most of these cola units are pretty bad. I'm sorry. This ace is pretty much just like this other ace, but reskinned. And this Krako is pretty much like the other Krako, but reskinned. Sogeking, actually one of the better cola units, and I put him around better than Reiju for sure. Maybe even up here, because he's like around ace level. And same with this guy, like they're around similar level. You could use them, but yeah. As for these special Stampede units, I save them for the end because they're just as rare, actually even more rare than EX units, because they only came out once. Meanwhile, every other EX already had a rerun and stuff. So yeah, these guys are super rare, but sadly not really that good, so you're not missing out on much. Yeah, this Sabo is around this level. This Smoker, if y'all seen Beat Minty's gameplay, yeah, he could put in some decent work, but he just, yeah, kind of mediocre. And Bullet was like the better one out of all of them, so I'd say Bullet is maybe up here, around here. Yeah, Bullet could do damage, but just a little difficult to use and a little squishy nowadays. All right, so here is our list. Before we put in the EX, I think I'll do one last run through of the list and see if there's any units that need to be adjusted. So give me a second. All right, so I've adjusted the list. It took me like 20 minutes to really like look through it and make any changes. So, you know, I bumped a few characters up from B to A, such as I think Marco and Chief 5 Smoker and Wano Luffy. So you know, just some changes, minor changes. Of course, like B units, so pretty much it's like D units I would never touch, except I made it so these like top ones I would level up because there's good support, you know. So these ones I would level up. For C units, of course, like, you know, Luffy and Choppers you want to level up, but for the most part, C units I wouldn't use. Like D units, C units I would never use. Maybe some of these top ones you could use, but yeah. B units you could get away with, you could use them for fun, and you know, like they'll be playable. And then some of these top ones you could actually put in work with. Yeah, so some of these you could actually play with. And A units I would say are pretty good units to use in League Battle, and if you got them, like if these are some of your only units, they would do pretty good, you know. So yeah, some good units, especially the top ones. And S units I would say are the meta in League Battle right now, and if you're using any of these characters, or you're gonna be doing well. Maybe Robin kind of fell out the meta, but I still think Robin's still really good. And yeah, so these units I think are really amazing. And of course, SS are the most broken characters in the game currently. And these are all without EX right now. So let's head into putting the EXs into the tier list. So these are all in order of release. So Blackbeard, first EX to ever come out. Where does he stand now? I would say he's actually really not that good anymore. And I would throw him even like bottom of S. I would say like most of these units outshine Blackbeard. And let me see. Yeah, it's tough. Maybe he's a little higher, like above Kobe, and like really not even above Robin, maybe above Kobe. But yeah, Blackbeard kind of fell off. Most of these units will be able to put in work against him. Super slow normal attacks. And also Blackbeard's skill 2 is definitely really good, but his skill 1 is super easy to just dodge out of and escape because a lot of people have anti-stagger. So yeah, Blackbeard definitely fell off a bit. Next we have Shanks. I actually think Shanks could put in more work than Blackbeard, and I still think Shanks is actually a really great attacker, and I'd put him maybe around here, maybe a little better than Whitebeard, but they're like interchangeable. But rest of the units, I think they could beat out Shanks in a fight. But if you play Shanks like really passively, stay in the back and get your stacks, you should be able to do a lot of damage. So yes, he's still up there. Next we got EX Big Mom, and actually she honestly fell off even harder than them, and I would put her down here, the bottom of S rank. Actually I'd actually put her in A, because I think some of these like Sugar, I think, is on a higher caliber than Big Mom, so I'd put Big Mom in A actually. But don't get me wrong, she could still definitely put in work, like shock people and go capture flags. So let me rethink that. I'd put her in S. She's still a menace, but yeah, just easy to counter nowadays. But next we got Odin, and Odin we're going to be putting in SS for sure. I think Odin is one of the best runners in the game, and maybe actually better than Rayleigh still, but these two I would say are interchangeable. But Odin's still one of the best runners in the game. Next we got Roger, and yeah, Roger's SS for sure. And is he better than Doflamingo? I think so. I think Roger is the best attacker, but Dofi's still just a menace. So it's like, you know, if you have Dofi, you could use him over Roger, no problem. Next we got Yamato, and this is going to be interesting, like people debating these three runners right here. I think Yamato is better than Odin, and maybe even Rayleigh. They do separate things, but I think what Yamato does for running is better. She obviously can't get as many kills as Rayleigh probably, but what she does in terms of capturing flags is better than both these two in my opinion. Next we got EX Akainu. So I would actually put Akainu below Doflamingo and above Yamato, and this is because Dofi is able to handle more units than Akainu in my opinion. And yeah, Akainu can handle Roger, but I think Roger could easily one-shot Akainu when they don't have their skill 2. But yeah, Roger doesn't need to really rely on his skills or anything. Meanwhile, Akainu definitely has to rely on his skill 2 Magma State to really do good. Next, we got Kaido, and I would put Kaido above Doflamingo. I think Kaido is the best defender in the game currently, and when you're stacked up with him fully, he's unkillable. And yeah, a lot of people say Kaido's not that good. Maybe like people say he's not the best EX, but I think he's definitely the best defender in the game. You just got to stack up with him and charge your flags instead of attacking. And lastly, we got EX Luffy, the best unit in the game. It's really no surprise. He's a hybrid attacker and runner. The first real transforming unit that actually turns into a whole runner and could capture flags and heal off capturing flags, but also turn an attacker and heal off killing people. So this man's a menace. He's, you know, best of both worlds. You want to go capture flags and clutch up the game, you could do that. You want to go kill people so you could actually go capture those flags, you could do that as well. And he's just broken. I would say Roger is the best attacker. Meanwhile, Luffy is the best unit. So Roger definitely has, you know, more attack like power than Luffy still, but what Luffy offers for the game of One Piece Bounty Rush, which is capturing flags and defending, I think Luffy does it better. And yeah, that's the tier list. As you can see, most of the EXs did make it on top, and that says a lot about the meta. And you probably see all 3 of these on top in league matches all the time, and then, you know, some of these around over here. But again, this tier list is my opinion. It's definitely not perfect, because even myself, like, I see some changes I would like to make, but I'm like, you know what, like, just leave it. It's like you could go crazy about the little things, like if, you know, Buggy's better than Wano Luffy or something, like little things like that. Of course you could change around, but overall I hope this video helped you see my thought process in deciding which units are good and which units aren't good. And yeah, so that's the tier list. For the most part, if you got anyone in SS to A, you probably got you know, solid unit to work with and get to SS league with. But these units right here, some of them are good support, some of them are usable, but C and D I would just never even touch. Maybe for fun if one of these guys is your favorite character, but otherwise yeah, just level them up for support and level up these guys to actually use and work on medals for. So yeah, that's the tier list. Let me know what you guys think. I know, of course, everyone's opinion is going to differ, so don't be arguing in the comment section or anything like that. Just, you know, state your opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, so I'll definitely check out what you guys have to say. Let me know if my list was similar to your list or if it was like vastly different. And yeah, if there's little changes, just yeah, it's not too big of a deal. For the most part, this is the meta in OPBR, and this is from my experience and what I've seen in playing League Battle. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was definitely a really long video to record and edit, so definitely leave a like if you did enjoy, and of course subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll catch you guys in the next live stream or video. Peace.